The first movie that I remember seeing that made a big impression on me was probably, I would say Meet Me in St. Louis with Judy Garland. I mean, I watched that movie obsessively as a kid, and I was completely enamored with Judy Garland. I had a big imagination as a kid. I think that those movies really took me to I felt nostalgic for a time I never lived through or something, and I still feel that way. The first thing I ever auditioned for was a KitchenAid voiceover, and I booked it. It was the only commercial I ever booked. I could never book commercials because my voice was too deep, and I was this blonde, kind of small kid, enthusiastic kid, and then I'd open up my mouth and people go, "Oh, do you have a cold?" I was terrible at selling things. I was really bad at improvising, this kind of fake, corny, Smucker's jelly. I'd get so overwhelmed, and I remember crying in the subway, and my mom said, "Look, I don't want to take you on these auditions. Just let's forget it. Do something else." And I remember I was like, "No, I can't. You can't take it away from me." I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to make movies, and I wanted to do plays and musicals, and my mom said, "Well, fine, then we're just going to take you only on legit auditions." And it worked out great because I did really well. And when I went out for film, they loved my voice and they loved my, whatever. And I guess that was my come to Jesus moment at 7, waiting for the B train or whatever. I actually visited Pixar hoping that maybe they would use my voice for a cartoon. But princesses just don't sound like me yet, I guess. I was ripe for the pickin'. What happened? This was before her. I was like, finally Spike called me. That's what I was thinking. Where have you been? I've been waiting all these years. Actor for hire. I came to the Marvel universe because I loved Iron Man, the first Iron Man, and I went and met with Marvel, and one of the characters was Black Widow, and there was Scarlet Witch and Blonde Phantom and like a few others, Wasp and whatever. And I thought that I maybe could fit in that universe, and I did. It's a great character. She's rich, she's deep, she's dark, she's a woman, she's faced death so many times that she has this whole other perspective on, the value of life and living like presently, even though she has this really dark past. Chris Evans and I, we made our first movie together, which was called The Perfect Score, which is constantly threatening to show on cable. We know each other so well also that I think it adds a fun dynamic to our relationship on screen. He's perfect to do a musical because he's masculine, and it's very rare. Male actors are very, very sensitive, so I don't feel like it's too much cheesy moments. I mean, everybody on the set, if you sing the opening line to, Carousel, it will be followed by like 5 other actors singing in tandem. So it's, yeah. What movie makes me cry? Probably The Wizard of Oz. That movie makes me cry. Well, I think when Judy Garland sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow, I cry. Obviously, I'm a big Judy Garland fan.